I work hard to earn my pay, and I saved real big today at All-American Ford.
Hey everyone, it's Jason Zavino, the Marketing Director for the All-American Auto Group, and this is the All-American Auto Mall and Old Bridge Updates podcast. This is episode number 31. We're going to talk about April Fool's Day. We're going to talk about our upcoming Bronco Roadshow we have here at All-American Ford in Old Bridge. And I'm going to talk about the Subaru Outback Wilderness Reveal. So for one of the few times, this is probably a true All-American Auto Mall and Old Bridge update podcast where I'm going to talk about both Ford and Subaru here at our location. So let's jump in. So happy April Fool's Day to everybody. It's Thursday, April 1st. So when I was coming up with content for this episode and knew that it would fall on April 1st, I realized I didn't really know the history of April Fools. I feel like everybody has that one friend in their group that might know it or say they know it. So I figured I'd look it up, try and educate myself. Searched on Google. I went with history.com as my reference. I figured that was a pretty safe bet. It seems like, there's varying degrees of when it started throughout history in terms of what people are posting out there. But history.com says that it may have started as early as 1582. And it really happens that year when France switched their calendars over, and apparently it confused some of their citizens, and some of them thought it was January 1st, some of them thought it was April 1st. So it confused some people, and those folks that got confused became the butt of jokes and were actually called April Fools. And the pranks that were played on them, which I thought was hilarious for back then, included having paper fish put on their backs to symbolize that they were an easily caught fish or a gullible person, if you get the reference there. So that's kind of what history.com says was one of the first instances of it. Obviously, they bring up some examples that could have dated back to some festivals in ancient Rome and stuff like that. So just thought that was interesting and would bring that up since today's April Fool's. Real quick personal story of mine, the best April Fool's joke that has ever been played on me happened in college. It was a night after a pretty wild party we had. So to say the least, I was very tired. And one of my roommates, one of my buddies, he had posted on Craigslist my cell phone number and something to the effect of, I want to sell my boat for free. Please call. I work during the night, or I work during the day, and it was only call at night. It was something like that, where all of a sudden my cell phone started getting calls at 2 a.m., and he made sure my phone was on loud, and it was a very upsetting morning for me. So that was one of the coolest ones because I was not expecting that. It was really funny. A lot of people left voicemails saying that they wanted a boat from me. So that's probably the best and most creative one that was ever played on me. So that's April Fool's Day. Wanted to mention quick, too, there is an event coming up with Jar of Hope that my wonderful sister-in-laws are actually involved in. They're helping Jar of Hope launch a virtual 5K. It's called Spring Forward for a Cure. It's, I believe they're going to try and post it today or tomorrow. It starts either this week or next week, and then it goes until mid-May. I think they're having it end on Mother's Day, May 9th. But check the Jar of Hope Facebook pages. I'm going to post it on our dealership pages. It's going to be a really fun virtual 5K event. They have some cool giveaways and registration levels that, depending on what registration you take, you get different giveaways and products and stuff. So look out for that. But that starts very soon. So that'll be posted on our social media pages. And then from an All-American Ford in Old Bridge perspective, we have a very exciting event coming up later this month. So it's our Bronco Roadshow event. If people remember from my podcast last year, we had a really cool Mustang Mach-E Roadshow event where Ford Motor Company sent some Mach-E specialists with 2 Mach-Es, and then one of our regional Ford reps actually brought a 3rd Mach-E. It was a great event. Customers came out to see the Mach-E. They got to sit in it. They got to do a ride along with one of the Ford reps. So very nice way to see the new model. So Ford Motor Company is doing that again, but with the Bronco. So our event, our Bronco Roadshow event, is Thursday, April 29th from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. So again, 2 Ford Motor Company Bronco specialists are going to come and bring 2 of the full-size 4-door Broncos. One of them is going to be a Bronco Black Diamond with the Sasquatch package, which is pretty cool. And then one of them is going to be a 4-door Bronco Badlands edition. So the event is invitation only. There are limited amounts of spots because we have to follow Ford Motor Company's social distancing rules. So invitation only, you have to register. They're not going to be accepting walk-up traffic. Again, all in an effort to be able to properly do social distancing and sanitizing. I think they're allowing 20 people per hour. So it's from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. So each hour has a 20-person slot. And they have a whole schedule where they allot for the specialist to give the customer a walk around. They're going to be doing every hour, I believe, a demo on taking the doors off and how to store them in the back. So it's going to be a really cool event for anybody interested in the all-new and full-size Bronco. There aren't going to be any test drives or ride-alongs allowed with this. Again, this is Ford Motor Company's rules. They're bringing the Broncos. We have to abide by their social distancing, their COVID rules, all that stuff. So still a great opportunity for you to come out, see it in person, touch it, feel it, sit in it, get a demo on it. So that's going to be really cool. You could register at the broncofamily.com/All-American-Ford of Old Bridge. That's the registration link. You pick what hour you want to come, and that secures your registration and how you get into our event. It's going to be an outdoor event, weather permitting, just like the Mach-E Roadshow event, right in front of our commercial showroom out front. If weather doesn't permit with us, then we are going to take it inside. So again, check out our Facebook page. I have an event created where you could easily click on the registration link. It's also on our website, the registration link. So if you're interested, share that, tell your friends and family, and come out that day. It's going to be an awesome day. I'm going to try and book some food trucks for that day and just make a nice little event of it. All right, and the last thing I wanted to discuss, and it takes on the this theme of off-road with the Bronco and stuff, but Subaru has revealed and announced that they are coming out with a wilderness family. I guess it's kind of like a model family or a trim family, you could call it. So the first one that's going to come out is the all-new 2022 Outback Wilderness. It's the first of the Subaru Wilderness family. It's basically like an off-road trim type thing, and they're going to have it for the different models. I first knew about this about 2 or 3 years ago now at one of the Subaru National Business Conferences. They had kind of teased it. They showed the logo, the color scheme. It's all very cool. So I've been waiting for this for a while and very excited about it. Basically, this wilderness package, it changes the vehicle a little bit. It increases the ground clearance. They're going to add a turbocharged Subaru Boxer engine to these that has 260 horsepower for the Outback one. And the drivetrain is tuned for serious climbing. So again, it's made for off-roading, outdoor stuff. Obviously, the wilderness, that's what the name is. You get the standard symmetrical all-wheel drive that Subaru is known for. You get standard eyesight. Again, something Subaru is very known for with their safety. But with this new wilderness trim, you get paired with aggressive new wheels, tough all-terrain tires, a dual-function X mode for rugged terrain. The interior is completely redesigned and looks amazing. Subaru is touting that it's the most technologically advanced interior yet from Subaru. They're using this new fabric. It's this durable fabric called StarTech, and the interior just looks fantastic. You got to look it up online. There's pictures on our social media pages, and it's right now the front page or the front hero image on Subaru.com. So the interior has exclusive styling with copper finish accents and trims. Looks great. It's got the 11.6-inch standard touchscreen. With the exterior, it's all redesigned. Front bumpers, rear bumpers redesigned. The exterior body has this pretty cool looking cladding for protection and an aggressive, rugged look. The hood looks amazing. It is a glare reducing matte black hood. Looks really cool. And it honestly, it looks like a customized vehicle that we would make here with our in-house body shop. So I'm very impressed with how it looks. It's got redesigned roof rails, and then it's got the copper finish accents on the outside, trims and stuff like that, the logos, I'm sure, the emblems. So very exciting new vehicle model or trim, however you want to call it, from Subaru. Again, it's the all-new 2022 Outback Wilderness. I believe the Subaru rep had told us that customers can start reserving it this month. I don't think it's open yet. I got to check with the sales managers, and we'll post about it once it is open. I think customers can start reserving it in a couple of weeks, and then I think we're going to start to see it towards the end of the year. So, and like I said, and like Subaru is promoting, this is just the first model as part of the Subaru Wilderness family. So there's going to be other ones down the road. It's a new branding family for them, which is really exciting. And I think it follows suit with, kind of what other manufacturers are trying to do. Obviously, Ford brought back the Bronco specifically to combat off-road stuff, and obviously go after, the Jeep off-road SUVs and stuff like that. So now Subaru is getting more and more into that game as well. So definitely an exciting model. We look forward to it. There's a video on our social media pages. I'll post, or my team and I will post a lot more updates as we find stuff out. But look out for that. Do a little research. Watch the video. It's very cool. I think it looks great, and I'm very excited about it. So that's the episode today. Hope you enjoyed it, and we'll be back next week.
Well, everyone can afford it. All